Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Snap. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
41 to Mike. 41 to Mike. Check 41.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Watson now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
First down. 19. Check 53. Mike. 55.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And this one complete to Smith. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Ready? 41 the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Under 10. Under 10. Go. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Set. 8, 3. Hey, Wahoo. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 41 Mike. 41.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And it's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Second and 3. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 16th touchdown of the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Watson. Got his man, it's Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Jones. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
He's got a man, complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And again this time to the tailback. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll drop the throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Yo, go. Hey, Charlie.
Second and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Come on,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Bring it. Mike 41. Check the out. 41. Get it.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun on third, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Hey, C6.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Catch made here by Campbell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, And facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And that's caught inside the 35. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 22, Watson. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Room here to run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. Watson now to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morrow. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Let's go. Ready?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
Go. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. The pickup there, 5 yards. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Don't get nervous. Be tripping.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Watch the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Watson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Texans.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play, because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Mike, check. 59-24.
On 2nd down, Archer. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get ready. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Quit talking about it. Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Complete to Hilton. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
54. Let's go. 3-2 drop. jet bombers. Give me 2 jet bombers. 2.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Let's go, baby. Go. Ready?
Second and long. Looking deep for Hilton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. It's Williams on the catch. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's see what you got. Slam.
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Texans on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw here. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 yards.
Lucky. Bravo.
They're going to look to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
41's coming. 41's a Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Mike 41. Mike 41. I got it. 5.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, Wahoo! Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll drop to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check 41. Here we go.
Ready? He's back to throw. Campbell making the catch. It's a pickup of 12, and they'll set up a third down.
60 on. Protein spill.
Brings up third and less than a yard.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check set. 19. Check 53. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.